same.
What's up, you guys? Welcome to Meet Me on Market. Or should I say, welcome to date night. I hope that you have your glass of wine with you. I don't know what time it is, where you are watching this, but it's 5 o'clock somewhere. And even if it's not, YOLO. Get your glass of wine, get a blanket, because we're going on a date today, okay? Today's episode is all about date night. We're gonna get ready for all the date ideas. We're just gonna talk about, mainly I'm just gonna delve into Mitch's personal life and make him super uncomfortable, but we're just going to exchange different date ideas. Say what's up, Mitch.
Hey, how's everybody doing? I did not know that that's what was going to happen today. So.
Of course you did. How you guys feeling? How was the weekend? Happy Tuesday. Are you in love? I would like to preface this episode by saying that date night doesn't have to be with a romantic partner. You can do it with your friends. You can do it with your sibling. You know, you can have a date night with your kids. But mainly we're going to focus on that type of love, you know, those types of things.
I had a date night the other night.
Did you? Tell me all about it. What did you do?
I went and saw Barbie with my best friend Tyler.
You did? You went to go see Barbie, Mitch?
Now I got you. See, you didn't probably think that was going to happen, huh?
You redeemed yourself. I did not think you were going to go see Barbie.
I absolutely did. I thought it was lovely.
Oh my God.
I did feel like they kind of trashed men throughout the entire thing.
Of course they did.
But it was very visually stunning, very visually pleasing, yeah.
Okay, but when they trashed the men, like it was accurate.
It's all accurate, it's all true, but it was, I guess, just hard to swallow as someone who, I think I'm pretty good.
You are. This is the thing. Not all men are trash.
Yeah.
Just 90% of them. You know, it's not all of you. It's okay. I'm so happy you saw it.
It's nice to be in the top 10 percentile, I guess.
Right? You're good. You're a good guy. What's up, you guys in the chat? Allison said, I am waiting for Drew something. I don't know what the, wait, scroll up. I'm right here. If you were just waiting for me, I am right here. He said, LOL, date night is my favorite night. Couch surfers laughing at something. Let me in on the joke. Mary's also laughing at something. I'm waiting for Drew and Mitch swaps. Oh, I know. I meant, you guys, I told you last time that I was going to dress like Mitch and I totally forgot about it. I'm not going to forget. Maybe next time. Actually, I think I'm going to surprise you. I'm not going to tell you when it's going to happen. I'm just going to show up as your clone one day. We're going to do it that way.
Okay.
Okay, so date night ideas. I wanted to do this because it's relevant anytime, but especially in the summer, it's like you just have more time on your hands, you know? To just get all romantic, come up with all the things, how to make your partner happy or your potential partner, you know? Okay, so first, I want to delve into like some products quickly because there's a date night idea that I absolutely love and I can't take credit for it because I actually saw this like on a TikTok and I was like, want to do that. So you go to the beach, right? And if you don't live somewhere that has a beach close or a beach that you would want to go to, you could always do this in your backyard. You can do it anywhere, really. You get a blow-up pool, like one of those pools that are really for kids mainly. It's just like we have it available. We have it available on Market. You get a blow-up pool, okay? I prefer do it on the beach. Then you can bring snacks. You can bring a charcuterie board. You can bring whatever you want to put on the inside, right? Get yourself a blanket or two. Put some pillows in there. You sit in the pool on the beach, on the sand, filled with blankets, and you just sit there and you watch the sunset. It's such a simple idea. It will cost you little to no money, okay? We have the pool for $38.66, okay? Oh my God, wait. Is it marked down? Oh my God, we have it marked down. Okay, so it's originally $45.49, and now we have it for $38.66. Okay, so you're getting it on sale. That is like the cheapest date night ever, okay? Because you can literally make food at home, bring it with you, make it a little picnic situation, but it's at the beach. We also have the Luminara candles because I bought them on Market before and I'm obsessed with them. I keep them in my bathroom. They're incredible. They're the candles that look like a real candle, but it's not. But the flicker is so realistic that it's mind-blowing. You're not gonna burn down anything. You're not gonna hurt your fingers. If you have kids, pets, you don't have to worry about them messing anything up and having to call the fire department. They're the best. So you can and they're battery operated, so you can set them up wherever. If you're at the beach and you want to create like a full little fort of just candles and a heart perhaps around the pool. If you're in the backyard, you can make a whole, you know, like a lantern situation, do it up. But it's safe, and so nothing's going to burn down because they're fake flames. They're amazing. You need that, you need the pool, and you need the blanket. You could also bring either, if you're doing it at home, you could like by the garage, do a projector situation and watch a movie, or you could just watch a movie or something on your phone, or you could just watch the stars, pick out your horoscopes in the sky. There's Aries, there's whatever, Scorpio, that's why we should get married. And bada bing, bada boom, you have a date night idea. Watch watch the sunset, the simple things in life we don't take advantage of enough. And it's the cutest date idea ever. It's simple. You could write each other, I don't know, love poems, write someone a card, you know? I think so quickly. We always go for the extravagant stuff, and we're like, let's take this person out to dinner. Let's then buy them a Ferrari. Let's do all these things. I watch way too much Housewives. Doesn't happen in real life, but you know what I'm saying. When you could just do something simple that's not gonna cost that much money. We literally have the pool for $38, y'all. $38. Okay, we also have the candles on sale, I believe. They're down from $99 to $59. Oh my God, that is so good, because I remember when I bought them, they were kind of expensive. So take advantage of that sale, because they usually are. They'll set you back like a couple $100s if you get a set. They're amazing. There's also a remote. So if you can put it on a timer, you can just turn it on manually, or you can use the remote. So jump on that, y'all. The cutest idea, you know? Like, it's so simple.
Is that something that you'd be okay with if someone took you on a date and it was very simple in that regard?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Oh my God, I would love that. I prefer dates that are creative than like monetary value, you know? Like, that's like so sweet and romantic. Like, that's the stuff
Thoughtful.
I prefer. Thoughtful, exactly.
Yeah, put some time and effort into putting it all together, and even though it wasn't very expensive.
Exactly, because
Yeah.
it's like that takes, to me, that takes more effort, and like it shows more heart than to just be like, okay, like let's go to dinner.
It shows a lot more interest, because they actually had to go through the process of thinking about it, setting it up, getting all the items and things like that, and even though it didn't cost a lot.
You know? And it's also like shows their personality, or maybe they know that you're into something, what movie they choose to watch on your phone. Maybe it's your favorite movie. Maybe you brought it up in conversation, you know? I'm trying to help you out here. You said 100%. That's my love language. Oh, love language. We've talked about this a little bit before. What are your love languages, Mitch? Like your tops?
I would say my top one is, it goes back and forth between acts of service and quality time.
Why acts of service and quality time?
Again, like the whole idea of going to the beach and it doesn't need to be expensive kind of thing. Like if someone gives me their time, I think that that's truly, it has a lot of value. Because they could be doing anything else and yet they're choosing to spend their time with me. And that shows a lot.
And then what about the acts of service? Like what specifically?
You know, like life is already very difficult. So if someone can, you know, help each other out along the way, it kind of just shows how much they're actually invested in their relationship.
Yeah.
Rather than, because it should be two in a relationship and not just, you know, individuals that are just cohabitating. You're now partnership. And
right.
so, you know, helping each other out along the way truly shows that you guys have become one.
Like making dinner for you, or like taking out the trash.
Something super simple like as that, you know, like if you know, you haven't taken your laundry out of the dryer and you come home from a busy day and it's folded.
Oh.
Like that's crazy, right? And it's like the smallest thing, but it's like they wanted to help you out and make your life just a little bit easier, and you have a partner in that regard.
Yeah, but only in that stage of the laundry, because I don't think I would want somebody washing my like drawers.
Yeah, you know? Yeah, exactly. It couldn't be like a second date person and they're like folding your chonies. Like,
it's kind of weird.
Yeah, we can't be.
I feel like it's fine. Like folding, I think you're correct. Folding after the dryer would be ideal, because I never want to do that.
That's just an example, though. It could be really anything. Like something is just as small as that. You know, like they go to move your car and they notice you don't have any like gas in it, and so they go and put gas in the car.
Ugh, that would be.
You know what I mean? Like something like that. It's like I grew up seeing that stuff though. My parents did that for each other all the time, and so it's just kind of like ingrained in me. To like the little things end up making one big thing.
It's funny that you say that. How much do you think growing up with parents like that you saw a healthy relationship and that are still together, how much that plays into how you then treat your partner?
A lot.
You think?
Yeah.
I think so too, but I think it affects men more than it does women, in the sense that like my parents got divorced when I was 4, but it wasn't like it was an unhealthy. Yeah, it was. it wasn't like super unhealthy. Like I knew they hate each other, but it didn't affect me in regard to how I see men. You know, because I still maintained a healthy relationship with my dad and my mom. So, but I feel like for guys, it's good to see, for example, how their dad treats their mom. They're like, oh, that's how you treat a woman, so I should there. But then women do get daddy issues, so maybe it goes both ways.
Yeah, I don't know. Like my dad worked all throughout the day, and every day when he got off work before he came home, he always called my mom and asked her if she needed anything along the way, like on his drive home. And it's just like these little things that you're like, that's healthy, and that's, you know, something that's very sweet at the same time.
Yeah.
And it literally costs nothing to do that.
Yeah.
And it's just thoughtful, and
Depending on what she wanted from the store.
it's normally like milk. You know, it's not the Ferrari.
Eat Doritos, not the Ferrari.
Yeah.
What are you guys saying? He said, stop. Thoughtfulness is my favorite. Britney Spears, love your username. I was a single mom at one point, and when the guy found out, he offered to clean out my car for our first date. Yo, that is so sweet.
That's really nice.
That is so sweet, especially my old car. It was like, you could live in there. I had so much crap at all times. So that's a love language for sure. You also said, yeah, we did. We ended up dating for a while after that too. Oh, yeah, that's a keeper. If your car is like a mess and somebody cleans out your car, that is so sweet. Just doing things without being asked, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's fun. Maybe acts of service is one of my love languages, because I always say that my tops are words of affirmation and physical touch. But now that you say it, acts of service, I think even more so, you know? Because words of affirmation is like, all right, but do you mean it?
Yeah, exactly.
You know? Like, okay. I like that. Oh, okay. So I want to talk about dates, Mitch. I want to get into your mind. I want to get into your brain, into your memories.
Mm-hmm.
What's your best date that you've ever been on? And what's your worst date that you've ever been on? Tell the truth.
Yeah, I know. Denise probably knows my worst one that I've ever been on.
Don't hold back. Tell me all the details. I want to know where you went, who you were with, why it was bad.
You want the good one first or the bad one first?
Do the bad one first.
The bad one first. The person showed up, I think it was around like 30 minutes late, and that was already like I should have just left already.
What were you guys going to dinner?
Yeah, we were gonna go, it was like a Taco Tuesday type of thing,
Okay.
and so it's like inexpensive, you know, I'm not about to roll out the red carpet for a first date, I'm just trying to get to know each other.
Okay.
She was like 30 minutes late, and then just overall bad energy and bad conversation throughout the entire thing. And so when the bill came, just out of like, you know, not spite, but like, I'm like, we're splitting this because this has been terrible.
Bitch.
And this has been absolutely terrible. And so she got up to go use the ATM, and then
Oh my God.
never came back. And then I looked out the front door, and she was like getting her car from valet, and called me some choice words as well.
Okay, this is a good discussion topic.
Yeah, that's
Who pays? Let's talk about it. Weigh in the chat, okay?
for me, truly, like I am a gentleman, and I normally do, but it was seriously out of principle. I was like, I'm not going to even give this person an inch because
Wait.
it was just that bad.
What else happened? She was late, and then like
It was just terrible conversation. She wasn't much of a conversationalist at all, and it was just like
stared at you.
very boring and combative when we tried to have conversation, and it was just no good, like all the way around.
Like she saw Barbie and you saw Oppenheimer.
Yeah, that was a really bad one. And then I had another one where the person got like so inebriated on the date, started like throwing food and
Throwing
like,
food?
yeah, we were
At you?
shooting pool, and she was like throwing the food like onto the pool table to like try to like distract, and like was hitting me with the pool cue and stuff.
Oh my God.
So she eventually
Playfully?
got kicked out,
What?
and then she had to use the restroom, and they wouldn't let her back in. So she urinated on the parking block in the parking lot.
You're lying.
I swear to God.
Are
I swear.
You kidding?
No.
Oh my God, you need to like tell that story like on TV or write a book or something. I've never
To
heard.
be honest, I called into a radio station once and I told it on air.
Did you want to take us to like Disneyland or something?
No, but it was really cool.
What the hell? She peed on the side of the sidewalk after getting kicked out of the bar after hitting you with the stick?
Yeah.
And throwing food?
Mm-hmm.
Was she drunk when she was
She was
arrived?
wasted, hammered.
When did she get drunk there, or was she already drunk when she got there?
She got drunk there, and maybe she showed up, you know, with a couple drinks in her already, but
Damn. Did you pay for it that time?
yeah.
So it was your fault. You should have stopped. She stopped there at like 2. Maybe she was just a lightweight.
She was like drinking doubles to all my singles.
Oh my God.
Yeah, just really trying to get there.
Damn. Wait. You have any other bad ones? You have good ones. I don't know if I have that many bad ones.
Those are probably like the top 2 bad ones. The other
Yeah.
ones are just like, oh, the vibe was off, and we just like went our separate ways or whatever.
Like normal stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Wait. What's the like best date you've ever been on? Obviously, it's probably with your girlfriend.
Yeah, probably our first date was really awesome.
What'd you guys do?
We went to a restaurant in Los Angeles. We just had some drinks, and then it was going so well, we decided to go across the street to like another place, and just had like a couple more drinks there. And I was with my dog too, and then the dog
Was there? Georgie was there?
Yeah, George came along, and it was just like, it was wonderful. And then a little kiss at the end of the night, and I asked her if she wanted to come home with me, and she was like, no. And then as I was walking away, she calls me and she's like, fine, I'll come over.
Oh my God.
But we're not doing what you think we're going to be doing. You said you have like retro gaming systems and I want to play video games.
Oh.
And I was like, all right, famous last words.
Right, did you actually play the video games though?
We absolutely played until like 4 in the morning.
You did?
Yeah, played Super Mario until like 4 in the morning.
And then what happened at 4 in the morning?
She went home. She literally left.
Oh my God, I love that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then the rest is history.
Yeah, that was super fun.
Oh my God. Okay, so now I feel like it'd be really cute for a date night if you have you guys played the game since?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Well, then maybe not.
Yeah, it's something that we enjoy to do. And like we started a fresh game and a couple dates like beat it together.
Oh, wait, I love this.
Yeah, it was
Her name's
super fun.
Haley?
Yeah.
Shout out to Haley.
Yeah.
Oh,
She's sweet.
cute. I love that. See, all those bad dates were worth it.
Yeah, I've had some other good ones too that like are in my memory of like having a really good time with this person, but ultimately just not being the right person, but having a really, really good time with them.
That's real. Like you could totally, my favorite date I've ever been on, obviously it was like a long time ago and I haven't like talked to this dude in forever, but it's my favorite date. It was during the pandemic, so like everything was closed. So I went over to his place, which I know like sounds like, but like it wasn't like that at all. He made pancakes and then we like sat and talked for hours. And then afterwards he like conducts music for, like shows and like jingles and stuff. Mm-hmm. And so we went over to his keyboard and he was like, sing any song you want. And I was like, what do you mean sing any song I want? He's like, sing any song you want. And I was just like going through like Disney song after Disney song and he just knew it. And we sat there and sang at the piano for hours. It was so much fun.
And where was the missed connection there? Because it sounded like you really enjoyed yourselves.
We did. We had a lot of fun I think we dated for like 4 months. And then it was just like, not me trying to skirt around like what actually happened.
You put me on the spot.
Differences.
You put me on the spot. Now you're on the spot. Now you're in the hot seat.
I found out that he was, because like it got like kind of serious kind of fast. And then I found out that he was talking to somebody else, which is fine because like we weren't exclusive yet. But like he lied about it in a weird way. And then I did some petty stuff back. I had some growing to do. Okay. That's all.
Yeah.
But he was great. He was kind of an asshole at the end, but he was great. It was a great date, you know? What are you guys talking about? Somebody said dog. Wait, scroll up a little bit. I want to see who said this dog. Oh, dogs on a date is nice. Claudia, Shani, Fanny, LOL, Couch Server. Couch Server, what did you say? And that's how I met your mother. Right. Oh my God, Mitch. Haley might be your baby mama / wife.
Yeah, eventually.
That's so exciting. He said, you slut, Mitch. You're such a slut, Mitch. Jeez. Frankie, what's up, Frankie? Are you engaged to this man? Where is he at? No, I am not engaged to him. His name was Connor, though, which is fine for me to say because there's a lot of people named Connor. He had long hair-ish. He was cool. I think he was like,
Connor with the long hair.
Sex addict. And it was kind of weird. No, like not in a good way. It was kind of weird.
I don't know, not the worst thing.
No, it was weird. It was weird. Because I'm watching this, it was weird. Frankie said, Connor, you shouldn't have played the field. Yeah, you know, but hey, it's fine because like the more dates that you go on, the more people that you meet, you find out what you like and what you don't like, you know, and then that way you're able to one day meet the person that you do. And listen, nobody is perfect, so there's no such thing as like, oh, you're gonna meet your person, they're gonna check all your boxes and be like, you know, oh my God, this is my dream person. But when you like somebody enough, and if they check enough boxes, you'll make exceptions for the things that, you know, don't really matter. Couch Surfer said, Drew, can you give me Connor's number? I love playing keys with my bros. I don't know if I still have the number. You guys tell me if you do this. I do this thing, like, if something doesn't work out, I delete the number and all of our text messages. Whoa. And it's not from, like, out of spite or because I hate them. It's because, like, I'm like, that chapter is closed and I don't ever want to reach out to that person again or, like, look back at the text message and be like, oh, like, maybe I should revisit that.
It's certainly weird, like dating in the 21st century with technology, because it's like they never go away if you don't force it.
Right.
Like you have to block on Instagram, you have to like delete the Facebook,
Yeah.
you know, like all the things. When like a long time ago, before cell phones and all of that, you didn't see this person ever again. You're not even sure if they're alive or dead, probably.
No, totally. I feel like it was so much easier back in the day. Easier to just get to know somebody on a human level. Harder though, because it wasn't as easy to find stuff out about them. And now you can just do a full-blown FBI investigation.
Well, you had to trust people at face value, and I don't know. And also, I don't think it was. I think dating back then was a lot different because there wasn't so much at your fingertips.
Right.
So it was like, oh, I really like this person. I really like that person. And then you're like, let's just be together.
I kind of wish, I think I was born in the wrong era. Because I wish I was born in a time where social media didn't exist and you just, like, text messages didn't even exist. It was like you could only call people, you had to know people's numbers. I just feel like people connected on a more normal level back then.
It's like too sensory overload. I mean, and I've even gotten caught up in it too. It's like the one thing that, you know, annoys you about the person while you're on the date, and you just can easily throw them to the side because you have like 17 other DMs.
Right.
Of
Which
like
is,
people that want to take you out. And
it's
you're
like a Rolodex of people.
yeah, and you're like, dude, if I could have just acknowledged that and gotten past it, or, you know, like, we could have figured this out together potentially.
Yeah.
But instead I was like, well, I didn't like the way they did that one thing. I'll see you later.
I always joke that the way I'm gonna meet my person is like in Shrek. Like he's gonna have to climb to the highest tower and kill the dragon and just come get me out of my apartment because I live in the wrong era where like I don't like dating apps. Like I just want to have a meet cute, but then I also don't really like leave my apartment. I've been leaving my apartment more often lately, but I usually just like, I'm very much so a homebody and I keep to myself, you know, so he's just gonna have to be my Postmate or something. That's how I'm gonna meet him. Claudia said, I have had a man steal out of my wallet on the third date. Who does that? Who does that? How did he get to the person? I need to know more, Claudia. Being married for 10 years is like dating in old times. Me and my wife only text each other things to get from the grocery store. Mad love though. Aw, I like that though. I always say that like, I wanna skip that, don't get me wrong, I think dating can be a lot of fun, but
Yeah.
it's also like...
I was gonna ask you, do you like dating? Do you like going on dates?
No, absolutely not.
No?
Like, I like it when it's somebody that I know, and like, so like, I don't like first dates, I don't like second dates, I don't like third dates. I like it when like we get to a place where, okay, we like each other and now we're just dating because we enjoy each other's company. That's when I like dating.
I always really enjoyed dating.
Really? Like new people?
Yeah, all the time.
Why?
I dated so much because I thought it was so much fun.
What was fun about it?
The mystery, the meeting someone new, learning about them, their story. Like I love people, I enjoy people, and I just thought it was so interesting. And also, like, especially in Los Angeles, you just have the availability to do so many different things.
Yeah.
And like explore the city with another person who's open and willing to do it as well. And it's just, the mystery was just like so fun for me. It was like exciting for me.
That's poetic and beautiful.
I loved it. And like you're experiencing something new together and experiencing each other. It's like, it was so fun.
Yeah, no, I can see that. I like that part of it, but when I'm comfortable with the person.
Yeah.
First dates, it just feels like a job interview.
If you make it into that, if you like go and sit down at a table across from each other and just interview each other the whole time.
But I mean like in conversation, like you're getting to know someone, so it kind of, it's not, when I say an interview, I'm not like literally like just sitting there and then like they're asking a question, I'm asking a question, but you don't know the person, so in order to get to know somebody, you do have to ask the person.
Sure.
And it doesn't help because I don't like to talk about myself, so I just want to talk to them.
You, Drew Dorsey, don't like to talk about
I
themselves.
really don't, and I know it may come as a surprise because, hi, we do this every week and I sit here.
I'm gonna say, like, of all people to say that comment, like.
I don't though. I really don't. It makes me uncomfortable.
Right.
Like in that context
Well,
on a
you're
date.
doing quite well at it, so.
Thanks. But this is different. Like this is us chilling and having a good time hanging out with our Meet Me on Market friends, you know, talking about date night ideas. But I don't just sit there and give you my whole life story, where I grew up, what do I do for a living. What I'm just like, can we talk about you instead? You
It
know?
can be a bit repetitious, sure,
Yeah.
but if you are out with the right person, it flows. And
Yeah,
it's
totally.
not just like question. It's like you guys are enjoying each other's company
Yeah.
while also getting to know about each other and learn about each other and having a blast in the process.
I'm trying to think, why else does it make me so uncomfortable? Like I think I'm also thinking like, are they a serial killer? Am I gonna find out they're a serial killer? Are my shoes comfortable? Can I run away? You know, like just so many things go through my mind.
These are definitely like female thoughts. Men
Yeah.
don't think about this sort of thing.
I know, because you guys are safe.
Yeah.
I think I'm also just an overthinker. I don't know if I shouldn't blame it on being an Aquarius, because I feel like I've blamed it on being an Aquarius before. I think it's just a me thing. I'm an overthinker about everything. Britney Spears said, love that show. What show? Tell me. Allison, it's so good. Wait, we're scrolling back up. Claudia, but just card number, not the card, so I didn't find out for 3 months.
Do you want to move your microphone onto your lap?
Oh, is it me? Yeah. Let me put it in my lap so I don't make noises.
Yeah.
Wait, what game? Mitch loves to guess who's going to get kicked out of the pool hall couch server. Who's he talking about? Mitch, you like to... with your date with the girl who peed on the sidewalk.
She's like in a relationship now, and I just like pray for them both.
Maybe he's equally as unhinged, so it works.
It's just, yeah, I mean...
Oh, is it me again?
I don't know. I'm not sitting on it.
Is it me? Uh-oh, I think it's me. Wait, let me fix. It's definitely me. I'm gonna do that. I think that's better. Yeah, no, they're probably both unhinged, so it works out.
Yeah. They're just gonna like blow up the world collectively.
Yeah.
It's like,
Oppenheimer. Ooh, that's a hard joke. I prefer, and I need to be careful with how I say this because I don't want to manifest things. You gotta be careful with things you say out loud. I like unhinged dates in people. It's just more fun.
I've had a bunch. They're so cool. Like I went on a first date and we got tattoos together.
We
Just went to a bar and they were giving away tattoos upstairs for $25 a piece and we each got one.
You both got, did you get like what of?
I have roses on my arms and she literally got a heart on her butt.
Oh my God, that is the coolest date idea that I would never do.
But it was spontaneous. We were just getting drinks at the bar and then they were doing that upstairs and I was like, what if? And she's like, what if? And I was like, well, let's go.
Hell yeah. Did you guys do it because you were drunk or just because it was something fun to do?
It's just something crazy and fun and we probably were on our third cocktail at that point in time.
Can you get a tattoo if you're drunk? I thought you're not supposed to. Something about like your blood?
Yeah, it thins out your blood. If you're like wasted, you probably shouldn't be doing stuff like that. So.
My God, wait, I love that. What happened? How did that end? Why did it go awry?
Because she was fun, but like almost too fun.
Yeah. I don't think it's me. Hold on, pause. I don't think it's me because I logged mine out. It's you. It's got to be you, Mitch. Is it you? Hello, Bueller? We're having technical difficulties. Please hold. Please hold. Just making sure you guys can hear us correctly.
Okay, wait, so what happened?
Nothing. I mean, it was.
Okay, nobody moved. I think it's a ghost. It's from the murder episode we did. The ghost entered on that episode and has been messing up things ever since.
No, she's sweet. She's married now, and we still like stay in touch. I guess like if I see a meme, I'll like send a meme or something or like whatever,
Aww.
like things like that. But I don't know. It was just like I was just having too much fun with this person. I was like, I need to at least settle down just a little bit.
That is a thing. Having too much fun with the person is definitely a thing. Because, yeah. Not me about to reveal more information. Nisi said, why am I learning about this on the stream? Oh no, is she in here? Is it Nisi? Is Nisi? Are you kidding me? I should know that. Do you still follow this lady? Drew asked him. Who? Who? Does he still follow the lady with the tattoos or the lady that peed on the sidewalk? Update, Nisi. Megan gave the side-eye emoji. The people want to know. The tattoos. No, she's married now. That's what you said, right?
She's married now and seems very happy. And I mean, it's like she's funny and hilarious. And so yeah, if like I see something like a meme, like she wished me happy birthday this year.
Aww.
And I thought that was sweet. And like if I see a meme, like I'll send a meme because it like reminds me of that. It's nothing crazy. It's not like I'm sliding into somebody's DMs that I went on a date with or something. It's like just being friendly.
Right. It's just like a past friend that you have no beef with.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
You don't have to hate everybody just because you're not romantically involved with them, you know?
Totally. How are you with exes or past flings? Like, I can't think of one that I hate, you know?
I can only think of one.
That you hate?
Yeah.
Why do you hate? What happened?
She was just so unhinged and put me through a lot of stressful anxieties type stuff after we stopped dating.
After?
Yeah.
How'd that happen?
I mean, how real are we trying to get right now on this stream?
Let's get real, it's fine.
I mean, like she like faked a pregnancy.
Stop.
Yeah, and was like calling me from multiple different hidden phone numbers and stuff. And like
oh my God.
At one point got in touch with my ex's mom to try to get in touch with me. And that was like so uncool.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Mitch, you dickmatized her.
So.
She started acting crazy. That's insane.
Yeah.
So like she tried to say that she was pregnant so that you wouldn't leave her, probably?
Yeah, and like I knew that wasn't the case, so I just like completely just stopped talking and like blocked the number. Figured it would just fizzle itself out and go away, but no, she was not done.
Damn.
And like got her friends to message me and got different phone numbers and the whole thing. And
Oh my
then
God.
I ended up getting a text message from my ex's mom saying like, I got a text message from this person. How would you like me to handle it?
What did she text your ex's mom? What did she say?
That she that was having like a pregnancy scare and was trying to get in touch with me.
Oh my, so how did you extinguish the situation?
I
How'd she go away?
literally just left it alone, and eventually this person probably got distracted with something else and like left me alone.
What zodiac sign was she?
I don't even know. The craziest one.
Damn, I've never done anything that unhinged, and I've done some unhinged things in my younger years, but nothing that
That had
crazy.
never happened to me before ever. So like I didn't even really know how to navigate it. I was just like, the only way I know how to navigate this is just by leaving it alone.
Yeah.
And hopefully it just goes away. And it did eventually. It took a second, but it did.
She's probably dating somebody who looks exactly like you now.
I have no idea.
You're like, I don't want to know.
Could truly care less.
Couch Server said Gemini for sure, Drew. So this is the thing. I feel like Geminis get a bad rep, and also I am so not that person who's like thinks your zodiac sign describes your whole personality. But there are some truths because somebody read me my whole chart one time, and I was like, yep, that sounds about right. But I would like to defend Geminis because I know two Geminis who are great, and I too always thought they were psycho. She was probably a Scorpio. My dad's a Scorpio. I can say that. But Scorpio's kind of crazy.
Scorpio, I'm a Cancer, so.
Cancers are very nice. My grandma was a Cancer.
Okay.
Not me saying your zodiac sign does not determine your personality. I'm like, oh yeah, Cancers are nice. I like those. Nisi said, I have never been that unhinged ever either. Yeah, never that. Sounds like a Gemini for show. All the Gemini hate in the chat, y'all. Krista said, LOL, it kind of does. Beyonce, what's up, Beyonce? Scorpios are bad news. I don't know what it is about Scorpios and why everybody doesn't like them, but if you're a Scorpio, maybe just don't tell people what your zodiac sign is.
Will you not go on a date with someone if they had like a contradictory zodiac sign?
Oh my God,
Like,
I
do you
don't
look
care
that
at all.
stuff up
No,
before?
no, I don't care. And I usually never ask on a date because I feel like it's a stereotype for women to ask what your zodiac sign is. If I find out, if I've had guys ask me before and I was like, all right, I'm an Aquarius, and they're like, cool, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
But otherwise, I mean, it's fun. It's just something fun to do if you do find out later and you want to look up in Cosmo, like your like compatibility or whatever. But oh my God, remember that? You probably don't because
What?
you have a penis. I was gonna say when like you used to look up in magazines like what your zodiac sign said that day and what your compatibility is, but
I just read it over the weekend.
online though, probably though, right?
In the newspaper.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I was staying at my parents' place and they still get a newspaper, and I was playing in a golf tournament. My mom, me and my mom read off our zodiac signs for her, for me, and for my dad, and for my buddy that was there too.
I love that.
Yeah.
Old school. Yeah, I mean, like you can still do it now, but I feel like most people just do it online. Where before it was like in the newspaper or in magazines and stuff.
It was weird because it was like borderline pretty specific to what I was doing that day.
Yeah.
But I'm like, these are normally so generic, and I wish I would have read it at the end of the day. I normally like to read that stuff at the end of the day.
So it doesn't determine how you live your life that day.
Bingo.
Yeah. No, I get that. I try to do the same thing as well, but if I'm spiraling about something going on, sometimes I look at what they're gonna say like 2 days in advance just to figure out how to navigate it. Usually, you know the number one reason why I check my zodiac sign is like, should I order pizza? And then I check to see what it says. It's like, you're gonna get bubble guts, don't do it.
Like, yeah.
That's usually the reason. Frankie said it's always specific and generic enough that most people want to relate to it. Yeah, they know what they're doing when they write zodiac signs. Like they make it generic enough so you can be like, oh yeah.
Have you ever seen a psychic?
I have. Psychic? She was a medium. She wasn't a psychic.
Or
but
like
she was
have
kind
your
of
palm
both.
read or anything like that?
No. Actually, yeah, I had my palm read. This is the thing, this is so creepy. I don't even like saying it out loud, but I don't even know if she could actually read palms, but I'm still kind of nervous about it. When I was in high school, I had a friend, she was a foreign exchange student from Korea named, what was her name? Oh my God, I can't remember her name. It's fine, because we're not friends anymore for this reason. So she was like, we were at lunch and we're sitting at the table and she was like, you guys, I can read palms. And so we were like, cool, like, let's do it. And so she was like reading everybody's palms or whatever. And then she looks at mine and then she's like, you're gonna have this many kids. And then she starts hysterically laughing. And also, universe, please don't, I don't like saying it out loud because it freaks me out. She starts hysterically laughing and I was like, what's so funny? She was like, oh, you're gonna die when you're 32.
What?
Who does that? And all my friends were like, why the fuck is she laughing? It was so weird. So like, I try not to, I thought about it ever since though.
Yeah.
And then years
Don't
later.
put that voodoo on me.
Right, and then years later, this was probably like, this was pandemic time, so like maybe like 2020, 2021, she DM'd me on Instagram and she was like, oh my God, Drew, how are you? Like, and I didn't answer because she probably doesn't remember that happened, you know?
I thought she was gonna say like, hey Drew, just letting you know you're gonna die soon. Just reminding you.
The timer's counting down.
Yeah, how you doing?
But like, what a horrible thing to say to somebody, because now, when I turn 32, I'm gonna be stressed the whole year.
How much longer until you're dead?
I'm about to turn 30 in February, so we got T-minus like what, 3 years?
Okay, cool.
So we gotta live life while I'm still here,
That's
in
right.
case it's real.
Go on more dates.
What was I about to ask you before? You said the psychic thing. I actually want to go see a psychic again. Because because I want them to tell me the future, but I'm also somebody who I'm pretty sure about the course that my life is gonna take. And I know that's a weird thing to say because, you make plans and God laughs, but I'm pretty sure I know what course I want it to take and steps I need to do to make that happen. But I'm still curious if I go to a psychic and they're like, no, actually you're gonna become a nurse,
I mean, you can do everything in your power to try to go down a certain path, but
Yeah.
you can't be rigid about it. You have
Totally.
to be, like Bruce Lee says, like water.
Yeah,
So
fluid.
You got fluid. You got to flow with the path that maybe a higher power puts you on.
You gotta go with the flow.
But you still can't just sit around on your butt and think that you're just going to end up at the finish line.
Right.
You got
have
to you got to be out there and do your thing.
Hello, yeah. But have you ever been to a psychic?
I have. I've had my palm read and I went to a psychic a long time ago.
Did they say accurate things?
I guess. I don't whoever said in the chat, it's all just so generic and vague and kind of specific all at the same time.
Yeah.
So it's what are you doing?
I guess that kind of relates.
It was more fun than anything. I did it on a date and it was just
Oh, that's so fun. Oh my God, you've had so many fun date ideas.
we were just walking down the street and saw it and I was like, you want to just go in there and do that? And they're like, yeah.
Wait, I love this. This is a perfect episode for you, Mitch. You have had so many fun dates. A
Yeah.
tattoo date, a psychic date. Those are things that people wouldn't normally think of to do, you know?
It's just it's all about spontaneity. Just you're just out there having fun and then you're like, how do we just keep having fun and more fun? And you're just
totally.
that seems fun. And if they're not down, you're like, you're not fun. And
You're eliminated.
and that's not gonna work because I love spontaneity and I like having fun.
Yeah.
And partners should have fun together.
I've always wanted to go through a car wash, like those drive-through ones.
Oh, that's
but
fun.
with the windows down and wear
What?
goggles and swimsuits. I've always wanted to do that.
Whose car are you in?
So it has to be somebody who's about to get rid of their car, it's about to
Yeah.
be impounded, because otherwise it's gonna ruin the car,
I would do it with you, but it would have to be your car. I'm not doing
That's the
that.
thing, we have to find a car that no one cares about, which is how do you do that? You go to a junkyard and you're like, all right.
That could be a fun date. Just go steal a car.
No.
What?
No, don't steal cars, you guys. You're gonna end up in jail, and that's not the type of date you want.
The date just continues into jail time.
No, because then you guys are gonna get separate. You're probably gonna be in different holding rooms.
Darn
you
it,
know?
you're right. That's
Didn't
not
think
fun.
about that.
That's not fun.
And then somebody named Patricia is gonna be in the corner smoking a big one and looking you up and down.
But then you go on a new date with that person.
True, you're right. Just get oh hi, nice to meet you. Just start the new date in the
I
cell.
was on this date before, but then I stole that car. And now I'm on a new date potentially.
Oh, I'm dead. Megan said, it's really sad. Nisi, I'm sorry. Nisi, what happened? Wait, scroll up. Nisi, someone died? Damn. Wait, it might be, Claudia said, what if on a first date you go out and they say you're not compatible at all, you keep going? No, definitely leave. If they say you're not compatible, you don't want to waste your time. Nisi, damn, I had a tarot card reader at a party this year tell me I had a fan member dying within 6 months. That's terrible. He's still alive, but he is sick, kind of ruined the night. Oh my God. See, I feel like if you're a psychic, maybe just, if you find out information like that, I think I would keep it to myself because that's going to ruin someone's night. Shady Fanny, stealing a car would be a hell of a first date. Don't do it. Mary, no, someone stole my fiance's vehicle and never got caught, so you're good. Well.
So I kind of forgot that I did this when I was younger.
What'd you
But me and the person I went to go see Barbie with, he's one of my best friends.
Yeah.
We got into a lot of trouble, fine trouble when we were younger.
Yeah.
But we definitely stole his mom's car to take these two girls out on a date.
I feel like that's a normal teenager thing to do.
I just remembered about the stealing the car thing, and I was like, wait, that's not too far off from what I did when I was like 17.
Yeah, but you're not gonna get arrested for stealing someone you know's car.
I
you
know, but yeah.
Don't do it still.
Felt a little dangerous, you know?
I've told you this before. I realized after like listening to a lot of people's stories that I am very much so a goody two shoes. Growing up, I really didn't do anything that crazy.
That's okay.
I know, but I feel like I've been saying this a lot lately. In the 6 months-ish that I have left of my 20s, I just want to go rogue. Just make a whole bunch of memories, you know?
What is too extreme for you, Drew Dorsey, on a first date? If someone asked you on a first date and they're like, I want to take you skydiving or something.
No.
Like I don't. That was just an example. What do you think would be too extreme, like for a first date for you?
Skydiving, actually, you know, I would never decide to do skydiving on my own. But I think if someone was like, you want to go skydiving, I would think about it just a little bit, just because, you know? I'm trying to think, what's something that I would be like, absolutely not. Anything committing a crime, we're not going to do it.
Okay.
I don't know, I think I would be pretty open. Other than that, as long as it's not illegal or like too dangerous.
What do you think you would be like if someone asked you on a date and you wouldn't go because you thought it was like too boring or something?
I don't think so. First of all, I think only boring people get bored. I think anything is boring because you can make anything fun. You can make watching paint dry fun, you know, if you just...
With the right person.
With the right person. So I definitely wouldn't turn down a date for like not liking whatever they had planned.
Because there was a story that I just read last week. I think it was from like the Bumble Instagram account.
Yeah.
Where a woman chastised a man for wanting to take her out on an ice cream date. And he's like, it was hot. I feel like ice cream. Do you want to go get ice cream with me tonight? And she's like, that's showing me that you're not very serious about this and like this whole thing, and like gave him the business. And that went viral. And so like a lot of people were chiming in on either direction. Like, yeah, it's true. He should have like taken her out to something better. And a lot of girls were like, that's like the sweetest thing ever. Like ice cream sounds cool.
Yeah. Okay, calm down, Monica. Jeez,
So,
I
like,
love ice cream. Who doesn't love ice cream?
So like you're pretty humble in that regard, where it's like someone wanted to go and do something like that with you, you'd be like down to clown.
Yeah, well, 1,000%. I think the issue with LA, not to shit on LA, but I think a lot of women care about, you know, how much money a guy has and like therefore how extravagant the date is. And the only reason why I say that is because I can tell when I've been on dates like that the guy is trying so hard to impress because like that's what he's been used to, where I'm like the complete opposite. But I think I'm a little too on the farthest end of the spectrum of opposite of that, because I've had friends joke and be like, Drew, you flirt in the wrong tax bracket. But I still, like, I think it doesn't really come down to money, but you have more fun when you're not worried about material crap, you know? Like, and just have fun on a date no matter what it is. Like ice cream, for example. That could be so much fun. And it's so much time to, like, get to know somebody because it's something so simple, you know?
You can figure out the financial stuff down the road later if you guys are super compatible with each other.
Exactly.
I feel like, you know?
Exactly. All that stuff comes with time. Oh, I didn't talk about the speaker. Okay, so while you're having the date idea, which again, I think you should get all these pieces because it's everything you need for the beach or backyard pool date, okay? So you have your pool, you have your blanket, which we also have available. Oh my God, it's a beautiful throw blanket. It's originally $518. Does it talk? But we have it marked down for $103. Why was it $518? Jesus Christ. It's a really good blanket, obviously. It's because you want to be really comfortable while you're in your pool floaty, okay? So you have your candles, which we also have. We have the pool, we have the blanket, we have the candles, okay? Now you need a speaker because you want to set the mood, okay? Depending on what kind of night it's going to be, you need to have the perfect soundtrack. And we have a speaker available. It's a JBL. It's $79.99, and you need it, okay? This is great. This is not only just great for dates. It's great if you're having a beach day with your friends. It's great if you're having a barbecue at home. It's great if you just want to listen to music in your room, okay? Those speakers are fantastic. They actually get a lot of volume. You'd be surprised because they're so small, but you need all these little things. And it's such, like I said, such a simple date idea. I think we also have the flicker available, which is like this thing that, exactly, it's like if you're making s'mores, which is my favorite dessert. all you have to do, because usually you'd have to get a candle that you have to light and then hold a marshmallow over or have a fire pit. No, this is a built-in indoor fire pit, people, okay? Which can be the cutest date ever. For someone like me who loves s'mores, if I went over to a guy's house, or we're in the backyard, or we're having our little pool floaty date with our blankets, and he pulled out one of these flicker things and said, we're gonna make s'mores, I would probably marry him and then get divorced in 2 months, you know? Like, it would be enough because I love s'mores. It's such a cute idea. I love that we have those available. It's tiny. How much does it cost? It's $124, which is worth it because it is aesthetically pleasing. Like, if you just, like, want to keep it in your living room or your kitchen or wherever, in your backyard, on your patio. But also, it's just cute for if you're just, like, taking it mobily somewhere, you know? So get all those things for your perfect date idea. Okay, Mitch, I do have some other questions I want to ask you, though. For like maybe personal reasons and not personal reasons. So if you were gonna go on a date with somebody and it was like you're gonna have a meeting spot, say you're going out for drinks, right? And you wanna meet somewhere, like at someone's place before, so you don't have to take 2 cars and it's like, you know, someone might be drunk, whatever. Would you prefer to meet at her place? Say you didn't know Haley that well, like when you guys were first starting a date. Would you wanna meet at her place or would you wanna meet at your place?
I always felt very comfortable inviting people over to my apartment before the date. And I left it up to them if they felt comfortable enough to want to come over as well before the date. Because it's really comfortable to like sit on the couch and have a cocktail before, and like get to know each other kind of like intimately like that before you go out and like, have all of your fun.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't matter to me either way, but with like the way that the world is right now and you know, men doing a lot of stupid, shady shit.
Right.
It made it a lot more difficult for a good guy like myself to like try to have that interaction with somebody.
Totally.
Because they're like, do you really think I'm coming over to your place? Like,
right, like the implication.
Yeah, like we're meeting in public or something. Like I had one date where after the date, the girl wouldn't even let me walk her to her car because she didn't want me to like see where her car was.
What?
And I was like, I'm really just trying to make sure that you're going to get back to your car like safely or whatever.
Yeah.
And
because that's like prime like smooching time. You walk somebody to the car, you know? She didn't know. She didn't read the manual.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I was super down for whatever. Like whatever made them feel the most comfortable. I'm like, let's like say less. Like if you want to meet at the bar, let's meet at the bar. If you feel comfortable coming over here for a cocktail first, I'll serve.
See, I'm someone, and I've always been this way, like, for some reason, having someone come over that I'm dating, not like friends, whatever, they can come over all the time, but if it's someone who I'm dating and it's not like serious yet, or if it's serious, maybe it's just not that healthy, like, I feel like once you go over to my place, like, you're imprinted onto my place, and now whenever I say this, like, doesn't work out, or you piss me off, whatever, like, the memory of you is going to be in my place, so I always prefer to go to theirs. Mm-hmm. But then I'm also like the convenience. It's so much more convenient if you just go to your place.
I will say that having someone come over to your place first before the date makes it a lot easier for them to come over after the date.
No, totally. But that's why
because they've already been there, they've seen it, and it's not like weird to them. So, you know, if you're trying to do your thing.
Yeah, but I would prefer it to not be at my place.
Just your place in general, because it's like your space.
Yeah. It's like, because now I'm going to like think about you in my space.
I've never done that. I've never thought about that.
Really?
Yeah. Maybe well, except for that one crazy person.
That's fair.
Yeah.
She was unhinged.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's also like when it's at your place, you feel like you're hosting that person, right? So you feel like you have to like Mitch said he didn't mind that, but I don't mind it, but it puts more pressure on you. Or as opposed to if I go to someone else's place, you feel like they're the uncomfortable one, you know? You're like, you're just here. You're like, oh, cool. Like, what's that? This picture, where'd you go? And then they're like, do you want some water? And I'm like, yeah. Whereas if it's your place, you have to like drive the ship. I don't want to drive the ship.
Oh, yeah, it never bothered me much. I always felt nice about it.
Fine, driving the ship. You guys let me know in the chat. Or do you like to drive the ship? Are you more dominant or are you more submissive? And I don't mean a sexual way, we don't have to go there, but I just mean like, would you prefer to drive the ship or do you want to be a little passenger princess, you know?
Or would you go over to the person's house on a first date, whether it be before? Like, would you do
on the first date?
First date, you say you were chit-chatting, you got to know each other, you're like, all right, like on the app or text or whatever, and they invited you to meet them at their house before y'all went out. Would you go?
Probably not, but I did do that with the piano guy, but that was during the pandemic and everything was closed, so that was a little different. I think now, in like normal times, I probably wouldn't because there's something presumptuous about a guy being like, let's meet. Unless it was like truly like, let's meet here before we drive somewhere else. If it was just like, just come over, I'd be like, meh.
Oh no, it's meet before you go.
Oh, well then yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I would. I think.
Yeah, a first date at someone's apartment, it's like you have one idea of what's gonna happen.
Right.
Yeah.
It would have, if it's a first date, we would have to have been talking for a long time and like maybe no mutual people just to make sure he's not a crazy person, you know? Because I don't want to like meet at somebody's place and then I end up in the dumpster, you know? We don't want that.
No.
But if like I'm like, I like to only date people who I know have known for a long time.
You're gonna run out of individuals.
You'd be surprised. No, I don't know. It's just like a more of like a comfort thing. I just don't like the getting to know someone phase. I just like to fast forward to the spot when we're like cool, you know, and like in onesies, chill on the couch with zit cream on.
Yeah, so that's when you get to use all of these items.
Right. Hello, you guys. Don't forget. I'm happy you reminded me, Mitch. You need all of these things, and there's so many different. Each of these products can be interchanged for different date ideas. It doesn't have to be just the pool thing. You can use the flicker for a number of things. If you're having someone over your house, if they're meeting at your place before, and you want to have a little s'more appetizer, whip out the flicker, okay? A blanket, hello, that is like prime, about to say go to Pound Town on this live, but it's fine, we're chill here. About to go to Pound Town, it's like the perfect accessory to have, okay? Or if you're just cozied up at home, watching a movie, or if you're going to a drive-in movie, you could bring your blanket with you in the car. How cute. It might be a little chilly, another reason to snuggle up. The speaker can literally be used for anything in life, okay? So these are like the perfect date night essentials, I think. Let me know. Wait, Costco. Britney Spears, now we're meeting at Costco. I love Costco. First of all, I think it's a fun date idea to go to the food court and sit in your car. I've done it before. Not for a date, but like with my friend. We literally just like pulled up to Costco and we're like, you just want to have like a Costco just Thanksgiving Day meal. We ordered everything and we just posted up in the Costco parking lot for 4 hours.
I mean, like you said, any date could be fun if it's with the right person.
Or like a scavenger hunt in Target.
That would be interesting.
Make a list.
Yeah.
And each of you follow it.
Walk the line at IKEA and then end up at the cafeteria for meatballs.
IKEA is also a fun date because you could like lay on all the stuff and sit and then play house, you know?
Yeah.
It's for people with big imaginations. Also, IKEA hot dogs, elite.
They're
Elite.
good.
Also, Costco hot dogs are elite. And they're only like $2, y'all. It's so cheap. Oh, that's the other thing. I'm a cheap date because I am a lightweight, so I only need like 2 drinks and then I'm good. And then also, I have this thing, which I really need to get over, where I feel bad ordering something that I would probably order if it was just me with some girlfriends because I don't want to, because I know he's gonna pay for it, I don't wanna pick like the most expensive thing, so I always end up picking like a salad, and then I'm starving.
Have you seen the Instagram video of the guy wanting to buy the girl at the bar a drink?
No.
He says, you know, can I buy you a drink? And she says yes. And he says, well, what are you having? And she says 1942.
Oh no.
and he gets very frustrated. He goes, what would you order if you were paying for it? And then the video just cuts off.
Maybe she would order 1942. Yeah. Because this is the thing, like, I will order what I want if I'm paying for it, you know? But there's something, for me, uncomfortable about knowing someone else is paying for it. And so I'm like, okay, so I'm not gonna order the salmon, you know? Because like, but I need to get over that, because like, they asked you out.
A girl actually broke up with me once because I made a stink over how expensive a sandwich was.
Well, you shouldn't have done that.
She said I had a problem with money. And I was like, no, I just wouldn't spend $18 on a sandwich.
Well, maybe you
She's like, but I was buying it for you. And I said, well, you shouldn't have been buying it for anybody.
Oh, she was buying it for you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's different. I thought you meant like you were taking her out and then she
No.
wanted the sandwich and you're like, that's too expensive.
No. She was like, what do you want? And I was like, I don't know, like the one I want is like $18. That's crazy. And she,
Oh, okay, well, you're just being nice.
yeah. And she thought that was embarrassing.
Okay, well, she was tripping. You were obviously just trying to be nice.
Thank you.
But see,
You just reaffirmed my entire emotions about the
good.
the thing.
Trauma disappeared.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't voice it to him, but I'm always like, oh, I'm just gonna get a salad. And he's always like, that's all you want? And I'm like, yep. I'm good. But I do not like, right? I do not like dinner dates. I'm gonna tell you why. You get interrupted so many times, God bless the waiter, but they're gonna check on you a billion times. So you're probably in the middle of a story and then like it's something super intense. They're gonna be like, my grandma died. And then they're like, hi, would you like any more? It's too much. Also, your food's gonna get cold because I'm someone who like, you're gonna like respond, obviously. But while you're responding, you're like in between bites and then your food's getting cold.
I hardly eat my food when I'm on with someone because it's like, yeah, you're just you're speaking with your mouth full.
The whole time.
Yeah, yeah.
And then also you feel like a pressure, like if you ask something, they probably just took a bite because they're like, oh, she's talking right now, and then they're trying to fit. It's too much choreography. I prefer go to drinks for like a first date. I think it's prime because then you can order as many drinks as you want. You're sitting there just having a conversation. No one really bothers you because until your drink is empty, you know. And then also like you just like feel. It's just more fun because then you have drinks.
What was your best date? You asked me what my best one. Can you remember yours?
The piano one.
Oh, the piano one.
That was my
right.
favorite.
What was your
date.
worst one then? We never talked about that. So now let's talk about it.
I'm trying to think. What was the worst? I can't think of worst person overall. Date specifically.
One,
there was
one or the other.
This one. Okay, I can't remember the specifics of the story, but I remember enough. So I met this guy. I was in college, and he worked at the Costco right by my college, and he was one of the checkout guys. I was like, this man was so hot. And so I think I like wrote my number on like the receipt or something, and then so he asked me out. We didn't, like, right before I left the house, he was like, let's meet in this parking lot. It was like the parking lot adjacent to where we were actually gonna go, and I was like, okay.
Sounds sketchy.
I know, it's not ended up being what happens, but like, 'cause I'm still alive. But it was still kind of like, what, okay, whatever. But it wasn't like in a remote location, like it was a very lively open parking lot, so I wasn't afraid that I was gonna get chopped up into a billion pieces. So I go to the parking lot, and then he proceeds to like, flat out tell me, like at first we're just having a conversation, then he flat out tells me like, oh, I like to, you know, he couldn't have said talk to girls in a parking lot, but it was something like that. Talk in this remote location first to make sure I want to spend money on you. Like literally said that to me, and I was like, okay. So when someone says something like that, I don't even voice my opposition or disdain for what they said because I'm like, okay, I already made up in my mind. This is not somebody who I want to talk to. So at that point, I just like, okay, time to create a memory. So I stayed. I stayed because I wanted to see what other crazy shit was going to come out of his mouth. And I can't remember the details, but he said some very unhinged stuff. So a quick backstory before I finished this date. Not long after that, I went back to Costco and I saw this other cute guy, okay? And I was like, oh my God, he's also really cute.
With you in Costco.
I frequented Costco, okay? That's where I bought my toilet paper. I was in college. So, I still buy my toilet paper now. By the way, you can get like so much toilet paper for like $30 and it lasts you 3 months. Anyway, so I saw this other cute guy and I was like, oh my God, cute. So he got my number and he asked me out. I didn't end up going out with him, but we talked for a long time. At the time, it was very clear that I had a type because they looked similar, but they didn't look identical, okay? I want you to remember that for the rest of the story. So backtrack to the date in the parking lot. So we're in the car, we're talking, he's saying a whole bunch of unhinged stuff. And then he goes, oh, and by the way, I know, so let's say his name was Marcus. I know that you were talking to Marcus. And I was like, oh my God, how do you know Marcus? And it wasn't, to me, it wasn't weird. I'm like, wait, this is
They
our first
worked at
date.
Costco together, duh.
Yeah.
They were coworkers.
Yeah, but I was like playing dumb, but that's not the reason why this is not the reason why I said it, wait for the kicker. So I was like, oh my God, yeah, like, what's up with Marcus? Isn't he cool? And he was like, that's my twin brother. They were twins. When I tell you they had to have been fraternal, they were not identical. Did I have a type at the time? Yes, but it wasn't like they're the same person duplicated.
And both emotionally unhinged in the same ways?
I don't know, I never went on a date with Marcus, we just talked. But his brother, he was unhinged. But I didn't feel that bad because it did make for a good story.
Yeah.
What are the odds? He was upset about it too. And I was like, oh my God, well, this was a first date, you know? Like, it's fine. Unhinged. That was pretty bad. Because we never actually went to our destination. We just talked in a parking lot because he didn't want to spend money.
I mean, I've heard that from other guys before. Like,
Yeah.
I have a friend who won't go out with someone until he gets her on FaceTime.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because he's like, I don't want to waste my time. I don't want to waste my money.
Yeah.
If I show up and she's not who she said that she was, or if we like didn't get along over the FaceTime, and I was like, that's whatever, it's fair. But he's
Yeah.
like, he says it in that way. He's like, I'm not gonna go spend money on this person that like, and it's worked for him. It's worked out for him because it's like if she won't even give him the time to like get on FaceTime, and he's like, it ain't worth my time to go meet this person in real life.
Right, like the type of vibe. See, that's why I don't like dating apps. I prefer just to have a meet cute and meet somebody while I'm like getting a smoothie, and then we run into each other and my smoothie falls on the floor.
Where
and
is
I'm
your
sorry.
ideal place to meet somebody if you were going to?
That's a good question.
Like if you had to meet somebody out, where would it be ideal for you?
Not a bar. Like, it would have to be somewhere so random. Like, I want it to be like at a you know those fruit stands like that are randomly on the corner of a street, like something random like that.
You're just
you
getting
know?
like a bucket of watermelon and like it's
Yeah.
just like they're like I know what you're talking about. They make like pineapple and
Yes. They're like, oh, you want more tahini? I'm like, oh, how much tahini
Yeah.
did you get?
Yeah,
like,
they're all over LA, like on every corner.
yes, like a total like serendipitous moment.
So is the person like maybe lives in your neighborhood too because you guys are at the same stand?
No, like maybe they were visiting from out of town and they're lost and they're like, oh, is this the way to the art museum? And I'm like, no, you gotta go that way. And they're like, oh, is that mango? And I'm like, yeah, you like mango too?
And then you end up going together and having like the best day ever and then like get married and then have kids and then
Exactly. And then die at 32 apparently. Yes, that is ideal. Costco, we see Costco love. Beyonce said tire shop, why not? You know, Couch Server said obviously Costco. Costco would be a great meet cute.
the tire shop.
How about a taco truck? Exactly. Couch Server said all the single guys in the chat are headed to fruit courts now. This is the thing. The thing about a meet cute is that you can meet anywhere, you know?
Yeah.
That's the part about meet cute. Last question I want to see because I know we got to wrap up. Social media.
Yes.
I don't like to follow the person who I'm dating, and I don't want them to follow me.
What are you in a relationship with this person?
No. Like, if we're in a relationship, then fine, that's fine.
Oh.
But like I'm saying, like when you're in the talking phase and you're still just like dating, but you're not exclusive yet, I don't want.
Why?
I think because in the past, it's like created issues. Like
Of jealousy?
a little bit of jealousy, a little bit of like, oh, I'm really conscious of like what I'm posting on my story because I don't want them to see that I was here or wasn't there, and I don't want like, and then I'm checking theirs, seeing where they,
You go down the rabbit hole a little bit. I can understand
Yeah.
that. Yeah, if they like, if say you had plans with them on a Friday and then they cancel on you and then you see on their story that they're out with like other people or doing something, that would,
Right.
I'd be a little pissed off too.
you know,
Yeah.
and then
It would make me feel some kind of way for sure.
And I don't like the fact that they like know your whole life before they like get to know you, you know, by like scrolling. They're like, oh, you were here, you went on a vacation. Like, just let me tell you, you know.
Yeah, but that's just dating in the 21st century.
You're right.
But didn't you say earlier that you liked it because you wanted to do all that FBI background check
No,
BS?
I said that I have done the FBI checks.
Yeah.
It's convenient that
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
there
yeah.
for that reason.
But yet you don't want to follow them on social media?
No, it doesn't mean that I can't stalk their stuff. I still do that. I just
All
don't want
right.
to follow each other.
All right.
You guys see what I'm saying? This is the moral of the story, of our hangout, of our stream. Just date and don't die. I don't know. Like, you know, more power to you.
Date, have fun, be spontaneous.
Yes. Date, have fun, be spontaneous. I think that's good advice.
Don't take it too seriously.
Don't take it too seriously. Don't overthink.
Yeah.
Like, just go with the flow.
But also
you know?
don't die.
Don't die.
Yeah,
Jesus.
yeah.
It always, ever since we did that murder episode, it always comes back to death. Oh my God. Okay, we're gonna show the pool. Let's show the pool.
Yeah.
Okay, so get this pool. Okay, remember, perfect date idea. If you just don't know what to do, get the pool, get the speaker, get the flicker, which is the s'more thing, the blanket, and Luminara candles. Look how cute that pool is. Okay, it's plush. Wow. Do I want that?
That is a really cool
Wait,
pool.
it's really cute.
Yeah.
That's like this is way better than what I was thinking. I was thinking like those little kiddie pools.
That is exactly what I visualized as well. That looked very adult and mature and like.
Look what they're doing. Literally, two people sitting in there having some drinks, having a good time. That is so cute.
That is really awesome.
Oh my God, you guys jump on that. Add it to the cart right now. Okay, Beyonce said Drew approved. Absolutely. That is a really cute date idea. Look at.
How much is that pool again?
How much is the pool? How much is the pool? It's $38. It's only $38?
Oh my God.
No, that looks like a really nice pool.
I'll go halfsies on it with you.
Oh my God, let's do it. You take the pool one week and I take the pool
Yeah,
another weekend.
yeah. We can switch it off like our children.
And originally $45.69. That's a good price too, but we have it on sale. We have it on sale for $38.60,
Yeah.
y'all.
We have joint custody of the pool.
We have joint, because that's exactly. Mitch and I are gonna split it, so it's gonna cut that in half. Don't make me do math right now, but it's gonna be less than that, okay? For a really nice pool and hella cute date ideas. Sold. What are you doing?
Because then
Add
we
it to the
can
cart.
talk about it. Like, hey, how was your date in the pool? And then you're like, how was your date in the pool?
Like Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants, but we have Sisterhood of the Traveling Pool. I love it. I love it. Signed, sealed, delivered. You guys, I love you. Buy all that stuff, okay? Because I want to hear about all your date shenanigans next time. Go on dates this weekend, okay? Be safe, make memories. Like Mitch said, be spontaneous, you know? Just let the wind take you where it's going to take you. Be like water.
Because you just never know.
You never know.
I'm gonna have a story for you next week. See you guys next time. Find out what I'm talking about.
Oh my God.
I'm going on a date with this like past fling that I should not be talking about. Like we've known each other for like 6 years.